and other qualities.
But we have to be alert to the fact that demographics, in a setting of unemployment and increasing disparity in wages, will not solve the problem. So there are some other problems we have to deal with.
You actually talk about income disparity. So what, and should the president and should the country wake up to the fact that there is something destructive at our core in terms of the number of people who are poor in this country, in terms of the essential fairness of our system?
I think so. You know, when de Tocqueville wrote his great essay about America, he talked about common interest properly understood. And he said then that Americans had a unique genius for understanding that one should enrich oneself as much as possible, but with the understanding that if you begin to harm others, if the disparities become too great, that common interest disappears. Look, in 1970, the income of top executives in America was 25 times higher than the average sort of wages, the average income in the country. Now it's 325 times higher. It's become absurd. And that, in a setting of a greater sort of sense of vulnerability in the middle class, is potentially dangerous to our democracy and even to our capitalism. We have to be aware of that. That's not an argument against capitalism. It's not an argument for socialism. But it's an argument for common sense, that there is something which involves a notion of fairness that makes capitalism acceptable. Talent should be rewarded. You should make more money than I. But not to the degree that this becomes almost immoral, unfair, and even economically dangerous.
We're taping